Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from group 9. Today we want to explain about our discussion. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. The group 9 is 3 person. The first is Bayu Perman Saktimukhtar. The next Muhammad Ran is me, and Firdaus Lutfi Kurniawan. What is the material? The material our group is about function. Function. What is function? A function relates an input to an output. It's like a machine that has an input and an output, and the output is related somehow to the input. This is any function fx. Fx is the classic way of writing a function, and there are other ways, as you will see. Some example of function: x squared, squaring is a function. X cubed is added by 1 is also a function. Sin, cosine, and tangent are functions used in trigonometry, and there are lots more. Okay. Next, names of functions. The most common name is f, but we can have other names like g or even marmalade if you want. But let's see, use f. This is a picture of function. Fx is input and the x square is output. Okay, you can see the picture. What goes into the function is put inside parentheses after the name of the function. So function fx shows us the function is called f and s goes in. Next is function notation. A single letter like f or g or f is used to the name of function. Then function of fx read f or x or f at x denotes the value that f assigned to x. Thus, if function of fx equals x cubed is subtracted by 4, then function f2 is equal to cube is subtracted by 4, then equals is x subtract 4. The answer is 4. The next is function of a fa equals a cube is subtracted by 4. And the next is fa plus h. The same is the answer is a cube sum 3a cube 3a subtract h sum 3ah square plus h cube is subtract 4. Okay, you can see the answer. I think you can see it. You can now. Okay. The next is example of notation. For function fx is equal x cubed subtract by 2x. Find and simply the a function of f4, b function f4 added by h, and c function f4 is subtract by h. Okay, the answer is you can see. You can masuk we can masukin apa ya f4 di x4 x in the 4. Okay, jadi so is f4 is equal 4 cube 4 square is subtract 2 multiplied by 4. The equal is 8. Okay, you can see the answer. Now you can is plan about x and 4a plus h and 4a minus h. Okay, you can see the answer is there. Okay, maybe the next want to tell about Bayu. want to explain about by you? Okay.
Okay, next is a kind of function. There are even function and odd function. The first is even function. Even function is if f minus x equal to fx for all x. Then the graph is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Such a function is called an even function, probably because a function that specifies fx as a sum of only even powers of x is even. Next, this is the example of even function. We have fx equals to x squared minus 2. And to check the function, we substitution minus x to function. So we get minus x square minus 2. And minus x square is x square minus 2. So we get fx because fx equals to f minus x. So this function is an even function, and we can see the graph for the function. The graph is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Okay. Next, next is odd function. Odd function is if f minus x equals to minus fx for all x, then the graph is symmetric with respect to the origin. We call such a function an odd function. A function that gives fx as a sum of only odd powers of x is odd. This is the example of odd function. We have the function gx equals to x cubed minus 2x. And to check this is odd function, we substitution minus x to function. G minus x equals to minus x cube minus 2 minus x. The result is minus x cube plus 2x, and we can simplify the function minus x cube minus 2x, so we can get minus gx because g minus x equals to minus gx. So this function is an odd function, and if uh, we s- we see the graph is symmetric with respect the origin like this. Okay.
Okay, next the inverse function. The inverse function is a function that is opposite of the original function. A function f has inverse function if f is one-to-one function and a function on the bijective. This relationship can be stated as the follow. If f inverse is inverse, it becomes f. For example, f is a function that maps x to y, so it can be written as y equal fx. Then f inverse is a function that maps y to x, written x equal f inverse y. There are three steps to determine the inverse function, namely, first, convert the y equal fx from to x equal fy. Write x as of f inverse y so that f inverse y equal fy. Replace the y variable with x to get the inverse function formula f inverse y. Example, find the inverse function fx equal x minus 3. Settlement, fx equal x minus 3. Change fx to y. Then the equation is y equal x minus 3 and x equal y plus 3, substitute x for f inverse y and y for x to give f inverse y equal x plus 3. Limit function. Function limit is the behavior of a function approaching a certain value. If a function maps the result of fx for each value of x, then the function has a limit by which x approach a value for fx. There are several ways to calculate the limit function. First, direct substitution way. Second, factorization. Third, multiplying by friend forms. This main limit theorem okay. For example, complete the limit of the following function. Limit x approach 4 from x to the power of 2 minus 3 divided by x minus 4. In this question, we use the method of factorization. We factor the x to the power of 2 minus 16 to be x plus 4 and x minus 4. The x minus 4 in the numerator can be divided by the x minus 4 in the denominator. Then we substitute the limit to the question so that the result is 8. Okay.
Okay, now time to exercise. Okay, any person want to try?
May I?
Yes.
The A
Okay.
is 0.
Okay, that's correct. And BNC, when you want to try? Anybody want to try? Okay.
May I?
Yes.
The answer B is minus k square minus 2k.
Sorry, can we tell again?
The answer is minus k square minus 2k.
A little bit. Any false? Can again. Oh, sorry. That's correct. Okay. Sorry. Okay, any again want to try again? Yeah, the last question from number 1.
May I try?
Okay. Okay.
The answer is min h squared minus 2h.
Yeah, the answer is correct. Okay, you can see the answer. Sorry, this is false. It's minus k squared. Yeah. Okay, minus k squared, not minus k only. Okay, the next one I have to tell about bio. Okay, and you wanted to try? Let's.
Can I try?
Okay, sure.
This is a odd function.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Now you can see the answer. Okay.
This is the answer of the exercise. We can check the function with substitute the minus x and we can get minus fx because fx is equal to minus fx. So this function is an odd function and the graph is symmetric with respect to the origin. Yeah, okay.
Okay, the next is the last exercise. Wanted to explain about the thing. Okay, anybody want to try? Let's go. Okay, guys.
May I?
Yeah, sure.
The answer is 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2.
Okay, look here, and that's correct or not?
Sorry, can you say again?
3 times square root of 2 divided by 2.
Okay, that's correct.
You can see the answer, okay? Okay, maybe the presentation is the end. Anyone want to try, want to ask? Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Before I ask a question in your slide 15, you give inverse function. This is not question. Okay. Find the inverse function. I think if you want to find the inverse function, you must before you find to inverse function, you must prove that the function is 1 before search the inverse function. This is the just advice. Okay. And the question is, I have a function. Please write fx equals x squared. Uh, I need you from group 9 to prove why fx is not one function. I repeat my question. I have a function fx equals x squared. And the question is why fx is not 1 function. Give me a proof. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Wait a minute, okay. Okay, anybody want to ask again?
Might I ask?
Okay, Sarah.
Introduce. My name is Sarana Sharigita from Group 12. Please list the various functions based on the properties of the formula. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, Sarah. Wait a minute, okay. Okay, I want to answer the question from Sarah. The question is, please list the various functions based on the property of the formula. Okay. The various function based on the property of formula is there are 4. The first is quadratic function. The second is polynomial function. Second is rational function, and the last is algebra function. Any 4. Okay. Sarah, are you want to understand? Are you understand for the answer?
Okay, thank you, Rehan.
Okay. Fakri, wait a minute, okay. We wanna search the answer.
I will try to answer Fahri's question.
Yes, Bayu.
Rehan, can you show the blank presentation? I will draw some annotate.
Wait. Okay.
Fahri's question is fx, if fx equals to x squared, why this is not function 1. It's true?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that.
We have function fx equals to x squared. And the definition of one function is if taruh. The definition of one function is if x have one pasangan apa ya? Its x is
Pair.
memetakan kayak gitu. Sorry. Like this. Function one is when we grab with the diagram is like this. And in function fx x squared, we have if x is -1, we have fx is 1, and f is if x is 1, we also have fx is 1. So the diagram of function is like this. So because x and y is not 1, so this function is the function 1 because we have fx have two domain and have one answer lah, like that. Can you understand?
Yes, I understand, but general form with the definition of one function.
Okay, thank you, Fari, for your question. And you wanted to ask again?
May I ask a question?
Oh, sure, sure, Mrs. Sure, okay.
Only a simple question, yeah. Please show your slide number 8. Okay. In this slide, we have fx is equal to x squared minus 2x. And in the question, we have what is the value of f at 4 and what is the value of f at 4 plus h and the point of c. My question is, what is the relation between I see two variables here, f and h. For example, in point B, we have variable f and variable h. What is the relation between the two variables? Do you get what I said?
Okay, Mrs. Thank you for your question. Wait, okay. Sorry, Mrs. Can you tell again what your question? I can hear again. I can hear.
Yes. In point B, we have f at 4 plus h, right? Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. My question is, what is the relation between the variable f and the variable h?
Oh, okay. The variable, yes.
Okay. Do you understand what I asked? If f and yeah,
I understand, sir.
f and h, yeah. What is the relation? Are they the same or no? Because in point A, in equation A, we only have the value is f at 4. There is no h, there is no variable h. But in question B, we have f at 4 plus h.
Sorry, sir. This is different because this f is function and the h is out input from the function. Jadi then this is different. Okay.
So it is different between f and h, right?
Yes, I think it's different.
What is the difference?
Because this f is function and the h is input. Okay, we can see this right. Right. Nah, this is a function name, the fx, and the x is input.
Okay, right. You're right, Han.
Okay, Mrs. Okay, the person and you wanted to ask again?
Yeah,
Okay, sir, Merita.
I ask about even or odd. Is zero an even or odd function? And how do you prove that zero is even or odd function?
Sorry, can you tell again?
Okay, is zero an even or odd function? And how do you prove that a zero is even or odd function?
Okay, wait a minute, okay, Merita.
Okay.
Okay, I will try a question by Marito. Why zero is odd function and zero is even function? If fx xx equals 0 for every a is a real number, f min x equal fx, f f equal f min a equal fa equal 0 is odd function. F min x equal fx as odd function. Okay, a function is also called an even function if the graph is symmetrical about the y-axis, and the add or function if the graph is asymmetrical to the center of coordinate. Because fx equals 0 is in both of them, is it an odd and even a function? That's my answer. Marito, are you stand?
Okay,
Yes, I
Merita,
can
can you
receive.
understand? Okay.
Yes, I can receive your answer.
Okay, thank you, Merita. Okay, maybe this is the last question. I think, thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if we have mistake. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.